What it is and what it do, my internet friends. It's your boy Manny, Big Man Silva, aka the Husky MC. Let me be the first to welcome you in the garage. It's a conversationally based, performance-driven platform we like to shine some light on artists we think y'all been sleeping on. And it's time to wake up. And your wake-up call today comes from a young man who's talented, an artist in every sense of the definition. My man, do me a favor. Look into that camera right there and tell my friends who you are.
Yo, my name's Nathan Scott. Yeah, I'm an artist and I like to make art, music, anything art, photos.
That's right.
Drawing, all of it. Everything.
Music.
I do it all.
Let's do it. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. You're just starting out your music career, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, because doing looking up your Instagrams and all that stuff, stalking you. I can see for a cool minute it was just art.
Yeah, it was.
You just had
straight
art.
up drawing. Yeah, I just went drawing full time. But I've always played instruments. I've been playing since like junior high, but I never wrote songs. Lyrics were always like the hardest part for me, and then stuff happened, and like that's when I had like things to write about,
right?
And that's when it like clicked. It was like music's my thing, And even when I would draw, like I had to have music to draw. Like I can't draw in silence. Like it's just music is what drives me, in my art.
Of course. Your first instrument you learned to play, was it a guitar?
Yeah, first instrument I learned to play was guitar.
You learned to play that when? You said junior high?
Yeah, it's because my brother, he actually started playing before me. He learned how to play Seven Nation Army, like the first
basic.
Nice,
that love it.
Yeah, and then like...
White Stripes.
Like, I was like, oh, well, that's super cool. Like, he's like learning guitar, so I picked it up, and I basically just started learning to get better than him, and eventually, like, I started learning more songs, and then, like, he just kind of dropped it, and I just kept going. It was, like, my thing,
Wait, was that riff on a guitar, or was it on a bass?
It was a bass.
Okay.
You could still transfer
right,
it. I mean,
okay.
It works
but you don't get the same.
You don't get the same.
You said you didn't have anything to write about, so it was all instrumentals for a while, right?
And then for a while, I started getting into, like, fingerstyle arrangements, like, playing, like, the bass notes of the chords and playing the melodies of the vocals. Mm-hmm. So that's when I started getting more into, like, fingerstyle. And I guess that just kind of, like, took my guitar playing skills to the next level overall, because, like, I just got better at playing chords, and then, like, playing was more of a breeze for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then adding lyrics was more, like after, like, the fact of, like, having more experience, that's when I was able to, like, put words behind the music,
Right. No, yeah.
Yeah.
So then it took, like, what, like a breakup or something like that?
It's
always a breakup.
It's always a breakup.
It's always a breakup, everyone. You have nothing to say until somebody breaks your heart. Then you won't shut up.
That is so true.
What was the first song you wrote? Once you put lyrics to whatever you were playing, what was the first song?
The first song I wrote was called Islands, and it was basically because, like, me and my ex had, like, met on an island, and it was basically taking the idea of the island as me being the island, like, kind of alone, and then her, like, sailing along and, like, kind of calming the storm, basically.
Okay.
So that's the first song I ever wrote.
Okay, so it was a deserted island until she got there?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Deep. We're getting deep, everyone.
Deep, yeah.
Emotions.
Heck yeah.
Love it. Okay.
The symbolism is off the wall.
Right. Those are metaphors right there and analogies.
Yeah.
That's the first song you wrote, right?
Yeah.
Like full music?
Song. Yeah.
What was the first song you actually, recorded? It's put on.
First song I recorded was Half Moon. It was like it was more on the rap lyrical side, like more rhyme scheme, and then with like a hook type thing.
Okay.
And that song was basically just like one day, well, we had broken up and stuff, and then like I saw the moon, and it was like a half moon. I was like, that's like super symbolic of like this right now. It's like we're breaking apart.
Oh, damn.
And then so it was like, what was it? The hook was howling at a half moon, waiting for the dark side to shine through. So basically, like, it was like hoping that this half would come back, sort of, and like.
Damn, so you got 2 songs off this individual.
Yeah.
2 songs.
Actually, probably like most of my songs. But.
Hey man, that's how it goes.
I'm starting to like write. I guess it's just like that's the only like real like super emotional experiences that I've had. So a lot of times I have to draw from that
Right, of
because
course.
if I have to relate like certain topics to something, like
Mm-hmm.
she's the one that pops in mind. You know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah, no, you gotta draw from that emotion,
Yeah,
even if it's not, you know,
fresh. Even if it's
exactly.
not fresh, because sometimes
You always gotta stab a little bit at the
yeah, you
wound to
always
make sure
gotta
it's still fresh.
open up the scar.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. So then, you took, you're working on an album, I'm guessing?
I'm working on an EP.
Okay. Do we know how many songs are gonna be on this EP yet? Are they recorded?
Yeah, I've recorded around 8 songs, but I'm
Nice.
gonna have to cut it down to around 6, or else it's not gonna be exactly like an EP.
Right.
You know,
Be
it'll
a
be
small
considered an
album.
album. Yeah, and I don't want to release a small album, so I'm definitely just gonna cut it down to 6,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll release that. It's gonna be called Catalina, which is
Nice.
the island we met at.
Right,
You know,
right, of
so
course.
and that's a super cool name, Nathan Scott, Catalina. This is a
Deep. Fully produced, with the band and everything, or just
no, we're just gonna do like just after production, basically just throw in some drums like on Pro Tools, maybe drag in some drum loops,
mm-hmm.
add some synths here and there, just
Okay.
little sound effects. Basically, that's about it. But we're not trying to record like live drums
Right.
and bass. I feel like my songs don't really have that feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
Or
more of an
yeah,
acoustic
I guess
type
we
of
just
sound.
need like I'd need the right kind of drummer because like
Mm-hmm.
my stuff, a lot of it kind of swings, but
Mm-hmm.
we don't have a lot of drummers that are.
You need some of them congas or the
we need
cajones or something like that.
We
Yeah,
gotta
some.
get the flavor.
Yeah, exactly. Something to make it sexy like that. I
Yeah.
feel it.
Catch her walking down the avenue in her black and white shoes, long hair, no fair. Wish I could be as cool as you. Catch her running through my mind all day. Can't say that I'm okay. Bright eyes, don't cry. Come on, baby, be brave. When we leave this world behind, will you meet me on the moon? We'll lay blankets in the dirt, and I'll make it up to you. I'll make it up to you. Catch her walking down the beach alone. Caught her by surprise, walk slow, time froze. Sunsets only last so long. Catch her on the 23rd. Same friend that I always knew. Hearts crossed, hands tied. Don't tell me this is all a lie. This world behind, will you meet me on the moon? We'll lay blankets in the dirt, and I'll make it up to you. I'll make it up to you. When I leave this world behind, I'll be waiting on the moon. I'll lay blankets in the dirt and hope to God that you come through.
Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you saw, don't trip. We got more for you. That's right. Wednesday, second part. Friday, a third part. 3, you're going to get it every week. So thank you. Don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe.